Hey, Old Boar here. Welcome to City Skylines 1 Super Relax. We've just put in the downtown, the beginnings of the downtown. Just looking super nice here. And of course, a lot of detail can be added. And we have our train lines connected up enough to where we can get some trains coming in from the outside. I'm wondering if I've checked this station for allowing intercity trains. Yes. And we could run a train line from here to downtown. It would be kind of pointless at this point in the game because we only have 2,234 people. But we have a lot of nice little things going on in this build. And finding the assets to the game is part of the fun of it. And you look at that skyline in the distance, and it's pretty cool. I didn't spend a whole lot of time picking those out and placing those, but I've been around the block a few times. This is City Skylines 1, and so you kind of know what's going to look good where. And that also comes over time. You're going to have to take your time. This is a little wonky right in here. This little dip right here is a little wonky. And probably you would have to add a node here in order to make it unwonky. And that means this is going to come down a bit. I guess. And this particular node here, sometimes you can just grab the node and move it a bit and see if it unwonkies itself, and then just Control Z to put it back if it doesn't. And you could hold down Alt and try to straighten out these catenaries. See if that works. This catenary here needs to come all the way. I'm holding down on my Alt key here. I'm going to raise this up 1, 2, 3 clicks, 4 clicks. It's just a little bit of a bend here. Sometimes if you bend it this way, it will jiggle itself into place. Some pretty sophisticated mechanics going on in here. But this is looking pretty good. So is this downtown area. And I'm wondering if this City Skylines 2 high-res tree brush is going to add some extra things for us here. some extra highlights. Don't want to overdo it. Just a little plop right there, and maybe a plop here, and maybe a plop here. And if they're too perfect, it just doesn't look real. To me, anyway. And we're kind of covering in the lower res trees. Covering the beginning of those lower res trees. And I have those trees not really coming into detail until I get up close because I'm trying to save on performance for the game. And this tree here can be grouped together with its other tree. This one can become part of this, the detail of this roundabout here. Now the roundabout wasn't this thick. I made it thicker. The road's wider. And there's a special set of offices that I always like to put in somewhere. Probably right around in here. And those I'm going to have to take this off. And the Find It mod needs to come up here. For me to be able to get to those. I've got something going on here. Now the game is actually updated again. They updated the game. And I thought they were done with the updating. And what that means is some of the mods aren't totally compatible. And that means that the things aren't going to work as well. Sometimes you put on a road, you put a piece of road out, just take it back, and then you might have your mod start to work again. Well, I have done something, and it made the mod wonky to be able to put in this office complex that I was going to put in right here. All right, well, it was this. So we need to look for the office complex, global Rico, custom. It's the business park. And we're going to flatten this out first. And the first thing I'm going to do is take the smooth tool. Smooth this down. I don't mind it being up on a hill. The hill's a little bit high. Maybe not. We'll see. And we'll take this same road this road here is not going to work there. These need to be spaced out. This has the bicycle lane. I really wanted these. I'm going to have to change the trees again, but that's okay. The bicycle lane just is the wrong color. And so we'll come to trees and get down in here and find a tree. Maybe we'll find a better tree. Let's see what the ash looks like. Ooh, too big. Wasn't that happy with it actually. That's not the right color. Those are a little too big. Poplar. Like those. Now we're going to have to remember it's the regular tree. It's tagged inside of Find It with planter trees. And so now we want to get our road. And I want to see how far we're spaced here. 15 units. 15 units. And we'll bring this up to ground level. And we might bring a road down through here. Just like that. Okay. Be careful not to click twice. So this will be the entrance to our office park. And we're going to move these out of the way temporarily. And this one. Yeah, I just dropped that down and I couldn't see. I'm going to come in about 20 units. And I'm going to come off in a curve. Let's see, I'm going to do this. And we'll start from there. But I'm going to need to put that tree in first. Won't be able to handle that. This building is, let's just see, I need to open this up again. This is the little entrance way, and I'm not for sure if the trees are going to be right for that. They're not. I might just do this. And we're going to take this and drop it down. Nice sky. And of course, we want to flatten this out here. Might be okay with it. Just where those posts are barely coming out. And then this whole thing can drop down just a bit. This has a road going underneath. This is quite long. I want to put it all the way down over here. This one goes across from it. And a little bridge unit comes in here. And I'm going to have to find it in the props. And then this one here looks right about there. And we need the other street. probably curving down into here. And I might just take this and first of all get the tree out of the way and just move it back a touch. It's this here. This is the little skyway between the two buildings. You want to get right above it. Drop this down. And you're going to want to make sure you get clearance for your vehicles and then page it down correctly. Plop it. It's not quite right, is it? Trying to turn it. And then plop another. And it will also need to be dropped down. You'll want to make those just right. And then select it and drop it down. Nope, it's right. It's at the right height. It holds the height of the one that you had before. It's a little off right there, I guess. And I have a special mod that allows me to zoom in and out at that detail, that level of detail, or that close to it anyway. Now this detailing grass is what we need in here. Just several blobs of it. But just a little bit more. It's a brush. And then our rocks. So we're going to look for a tag for the rocks. It's my rock tag. Mossy rocks. And now that I have that rock, I'm just going to go around and place a few. Not too many. We already have some elevations in here, so and now I'll start to use the move it to make this a little bit more detailed. This little mini scene to group these together. And maybe use the comma key to make it a little smaller. Prop control. Saves putting in procedural objects. Boy, that was a huge game changer. This might come down. And these are not terrain conforming, so they're not going to look good on this hill. I could make that a bit smaller. Just kind of filling in that grass so that it doesn't look so clumpy. Just like that. The randomness of that kind of adds a little bit of creativeness to it, but you still have to work it out. These are all clumped together. And these nice little hills in here already kind of add that detail to it. And the final touch would be the CS1 high-res trees. Just kind of as a backdrop. And I'm just left clicking to add those in. Kind of covering in. I might put a little spot right there and here. Oh, we got a dead tree in there. Kind of like this. I might just move these back and put these fir trees together. I think that's what they are. And the other thing would be the parking lot. The parking lot, which is here. And the parking lot is this. The building we missed? No, it's just a building. Road maintenance depot. Okay. And planning on where this goes. Whoops, this little building here is a little off. Now, the little postal truck stopped here as though a security guard was checking it in and making sure it's on the up and up. Nice. And we've got somebody here. Business Park Office 3, Charles Webb. This is really bare around here. You can fix that. And the details are endless if you want to put that a little bit closer. Put that tree anarchy on. It's better. Remember to take it off. You'll plop buildings down. Whoops. It's stuck. Okay. So putting in the parking lot, that's the question. Where that parking lot goes. I think it goes right in here. So let's see if we can move these trees out of the way. Clump these together. Get our rock just a little bit more visible inside those. It's just not a terrain conforming asset. It's just going to look a little strange. And our parking lot right in here, just down here. Not for sure if I want this wide of a parking lot. This is the entrance. It's not quite the color of the road, is it? And then these can be stretched just a bit. See how wonky this is. It's pretty wonky, people. And then we want these. And some of these. And a few of these. They're really not in the right place, are they? Little lighted parking lot. And we might want to do one little other detail, which is the path. The path for those handicapped to get down. If you're really particular, you could try to move these in so that you don't see this line cut off. If you are that particular, holding down on the Alt key maybe. And if you get it all janky wanky, I'm going to be good with that right there. This is our little office park in City Skylines 1. Super, super relax. I tell you, it just took the edge off the day. This little area here was not clumped. And a clump. I think I'm okay with that. Not too happy with this here, but it's okay. We could just move this down. Make sure that comes in. Shift Alt is really fine movements. We've already got people coming to work. Can't beat that. If we had somebody park in the parking lot, that would be even better. It's a little better. Cedric could have used the parking lot, but he didn't. So I hope you like it. I like it. This is a little off. These can be clumped. These are needing to be clumped. So we've got our nice skyline. We've got our train station in. We've got our population over here that's growing a little bit. And budget isn't too bad. But I don't play with money because I don't like the stress. So thanks for watching the old boar play City Skylines 1. We'll see you in the next time.